It's often said that the best way to figure out what needs to be done on a car is to drive it, and I certainly agree. When it comes to my 2000 Toyota Celica, well, it's time for round 2. I had originally driven this car 6 hours home from San Diego back to Phoenix after I first bought it, and I made quite a few changes in the following weeks. Now that I've got the car in a state where I'm mostly happy with it in my daily driving, it's time to take it on a little bit longer of an adventure, to see what still needs work even after my initial work that I did to the car. I'm packing up for a trip to southern Arizona. I'll be visiting a friend in Tucson for a day, and then I'll be driving out to a mountain in eastern Arizona for some hiking, before heading back home. This will be a roughly 400-mile journey, and will give me a pretty solid idea as to how it feels to drive my car and what I think needs to be done to it. So, without further ado, let's head out. The first thing I did the next morning before continuing my next leg of the journey was to check my oil to see how much I'm burning, and well, that's not good. Well, with staying the night at a friend's house in Tucson, I have completed the first leg of this road trip. And unfortunately, the car is still burning a significant amount of oil. I added a little over a quart today, driving another 2 hours to the lovely mountains of southern Arizona. We'll see. Car will hold up. We got about 5 more hours total of driving, 2 hours today, and then another 3 either later tonight or tomorrow morning. So $22 to drive 200 miles is pretty good if you ask me. I know some of you out there probably have more fuel efficient vehicles than that, but I'm pretty happy, so I guess let's just keep going. We got another little just over an hour I think of driving, so not too bad. Halfway there, pit stop. It's time to climb the mountain, and we're gonna see how my little old Celica holds up. This guy is not fast and doesn't really seem to have a lot of torque. So going uphill has been a struggle, but speed limit's pretty low, might be able to make it work. We'll see how the car likes it, but this is gonna be a pretty important test because I'm gonna want to do this kind of stuff all the time. So I guess we'll see what happens. bit windy, but here we are at 8,800 feet elevation. Mountain's got about another 2,000 that way, but the drive gets a whole hell of a lot less interesting past this turn. So we're gonna stop right here, enjoy the sights a little bit, and then head back down to go experience some of the lower elevation areas. But needless to say, I have been very, very happy with the performance of this vehicle. It had no problem getting up the mountain. I guess taking elevation at lower speeds is a lot less of a problem for it. So, hey, I'm not going to complain about anything. All in all, I'd argue a pretty solid little over halfway point on our adventure. So let's get to some fun outdoors activities. And there was certainly no shortage of fun outdoor activities. Some of you may be starting to think that I'm the type of person you'd expect to find driving around a big Jeep or off-road vehicle, but no, I'm the type that would rather drive a sports car to all my fun outdoor activities. In fact, one of my all-time dream vehicles is a Porsche 944 with a safari kit. I think that would be a little bit better at this kind of stuff than a Celica, but I'll make do for now. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? It's been about 150 miles since I've checked my oil level, and you've got to be kidding me. So, yeah, I'm still a little mad at the car for burning oil, but, well, it just looks great out here in the wilderness. And it's been a ton of fun driving it all the way out here. So maybe, just maybe, it'll be worth all the work in the end. But either way, I've got to get home. So let's start the 170-mile final leg of this journey, which, to my delight, is going to be quite the scenic drive. And with my weekend adventure coming to a close, I wasn't really thinking about what's next on the to-do list. I was thinking about how awesome this car is to drive, and just how much fun I was having. But, of course, those changes will come, so stay tuned, and thank you very much for watching.